Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Sulk stream. I hope you're doing good. How do you like my warm lighting? Is it too warm? Is it a little bit too crisp? I wonder if it's gonna cook me in here. It probably will. It doesn't matter. Thanks for coming. We're gonna be continuing last night's stream, and because we had a pretty good thing going there, and we were rolling, and I didn't want to stop. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue down that, and tonight we're going to do our 3 hours. We're going to do our 3 hours, and because of that, you're getting Bahama John tonight. That's what you're getting. I'm getting the old Bahama, the White Claw. That's what I'm drinking tonight. So it should be fun. It should be a blast, and we'll see how it goes. If it goes off the rails, then it's going to be pretty typical Sulk stream. I take off my socks for this one. That's how wild it's gonna get, right? That means it's going off tonight. When the socks come off, my responsibility has ended. That's all I have to say, right? The socks off, the cock's off. I'll work on that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Happy Friday to me. I need to get a haircut. Anyways, we are continuing with what we started yesterday. And if you did not watch yesterday's episode, how could you? How could you do that to me? That's unfair. And, yeah. I mean, what more do you want me to say? I covered it all in last night's episode. So, I don't feel like I need to do another introduction. You know, it's not going to be a standalone episode. What do you want from me? Do you just want me to do the same thing over? Fine. Fine. AI is coming. It is going to reshift society in a way we cannot see. We cannot foresee. We cannot predict. And, yeah, there's going to be sex robots and living forever. And there's going to be societal structures that are going to collapse. And we're going to have to rethink the entire philosophy of being alive. So, that's what we're dealing with. That is what we are dealing with. So, cheers to you guys. Wait, I have to do the whole spiel. Grab something, get comfy, get cozy, grab a nice bottle of something to drink. I don't care what. If you're working, keep working, because I sure ain't. If you're driving, keep driving, because I sure shouldn't be doing that. Not yet. I'm still sober right now. But we got 3 hours. We got 3 hours. If you're not subscribed to me or in premium, you don't get to watch the third hour. So, fix that now if you want to. Anyways, I'm the Incredible Sulk. This is the Sulk stream. And this is called, again, the AI Time Bomb. Part 2. Enjoy.
Abundance. And as a metaphor, the matter synthesizer perfectly captures our current moment in history.
All right.
Silicon Valley's techno-utopian vision, at its heart,
Pinkies
offers
out.
what the matter synthesizer represents.
Despite, you got some Propel
when AI
water.
automates large portions of our economy while simultaneously accelerating our scientific progress by decades, abundance becomes more than science fiction. For the first time, we're facing the very real possibility of a world.
Is everybody at Virgie's stream? Everyone's at Virgie's stream right now? That's actually where I was, but that's okay.
Scarcity.
I'm gonna be here.
And that's exactly the problem. Scarcity is...
Give me a little bit to warm up, all right? Give me... I kind of got to slow slow go about it, a slow start. So just give me a little bit to clear my head a little.
Just
okay?
the condition of our economy.
Before I start like dropping truth bombs and blowing your guys' minds, which I know I do on the regular, we have to do this.
It's the load-bearing myth that the entire system is built upon.
This guy bears loads. So, that's true.
Just like Omelas needs its suffering child, capitalism needs its...
I don't know. I feel like my jokes have been like subpar today. Where's my head? Where's my head at? Have I just been in another plane of existence or just being weird or something like that? I don't know. I'll keep working on it, guys. And, telling jokes and doing comedy is not about consistency. Not at all. Sometimes I'll have bangers, but, they can't all be gems. So, you're going to get some stinkers. I'm not, you can get some stinkers. That's all I have to say.
Foundational belief.
But I like the stinky ones.
There isn't enough.
Yep. I like the stinky
around.
ones.
Abundance is capitalism's natural enemy. Capitalism doesn't just need scarcity, it actively creates it. The system rewards players who manufacture scarcity for the sake of perpetuating itself. Take what AI labs like OpenAI have done. They took the abundance of information available on the internet, the data that all of us humans have created collectively, and built their language models from that. After benefiting from all of that free and open information, they then restricted access to their models, choosing not to share the model.
Not very open AI, right? Wasn't that their entire thing, is to be open, like open source, and like all this information that we generate, even because we take it from the internet, right? So we're the ones generating the information. They're just utilizing it in a certain specific way. Yeah, that was their entire thing, is being open source and like, free for everybody. And Sam Altman got in there, and then he was like, we're shutting this down. We're gonna make the best model, and we're gonna shut it down. We're gonna sell it to people. Well, OpenAI has been getting blown out of the water recently, especially with their GPT 4.5. They released not too long ago, and it sucked. Not that it was like a bad AI in terms of like a year or two ago, but it was just, they were the forefront of the American tech industry, the AI industry. And then they dropped this 4.5, and it was kind of not as good as they were telling us it was going to be. And like just before that, DeepSeek R1, I think, released. And it was actually open source. You could download it for free and like use it and change it how you saw fit. Something you couldn't do with OpenAI's software. So what's the deal? They closed down the open part, the open source of the software, and then they're releasing these like rickety 1999 Civic, like Honda Civic style architecture. It's just not as good. It's just not as good. So you fucked up, right? You fucked up. That's what you did. You got greedy. You're all like, I'm gonna make a PhD level AI, and I'm gonna lease it to companies for $20,000 a month. Can you believe that? They were charging $20,000 a month for this PhD level researcher AI. And then DeepSeek comes out, and he's all like, oh, well, here's a much better model, and you guys can have it for free, like that. So what's up, Sam? What's up? You were made like the king of AI in the United States for some reason or another. I don't know why. But what? You should have done better. You didn't have an ace up your sleeve or something like that? Oh, but GPT-5 is going to be so much better, right? It's going to be so much better. Show us.
It's effectively moving from an open source model to a closed source model. They manufactured an artificial information scarcity, and the system has rewarded them immensely for it. And we see this pattern everywhere in our economy. Take something that should be a shared...
This guy only has 7.3K subscribers. Which is like... How many views is this? This has 38K views, which is not bad. That's pretty good. But you know what? I'm going to do him a solid. And I'm going to go ahead and post the link in the chat. So my huge following can help this guy out. I'm just kidding. I don't have a huge following, but, you know, help him out anyway. He's got a good channel. I like his channel.
Source. Turn it into a commodity and then control who gets access. We see it when companies bottle and sell our water back to us, when pharmaceutical companies jack up insulin prices, when corporations lock away the once open internet behind paywalls. Each time, they take something abundant and make it scarce.
Yep. These
and
are
this
facts.
applies to human labor as well. Most of us trade the one resource we all have, our time, in order to acquire the money for the basic necessities of life.
I mean,
No, that's not true. I also have blood. I can trade you blood. I could go down to the CSL Plasma and I can put out my arm and then they put a needle in me. And then afterwards they give me $50 and a cookie. I'm just kidding. I've never sold my blood. I've never needed to. But I have enough to do it. You know, I have enough blood to sell. I just don't want to. I don't see the reason selling my blood. But it's good blood. It's not like the normal homeless blood that you get, you know, because that's what the homeless do. I don't think they even, like, treat it all that well. There's definitely drugs in that blood. But blood is valuable, so I'm sitting on quite a bit of capital inside my body. And I will bleed it all over the place. I'm going to go to a strip club, and instead of throwing dollar bills, I'm just going to start bleeding on everyone. Because that's my currency.
it's just so basic. You
They'll
have a
like
job,
that.
You survive. You don't, you starve.
And this scene reveals the heart of the thought experiment the Orville is asking us to consider here. In our world, work isn't just about creating value or contributing to society. It's about survival. We've built our entire social structure around the idea that you must work to deserve to live. For many people, this
That's a good point,
chase
too.
for money becomes
I
their
mean-
entire purpose.
Yeah, you chase money, and because they'll starve you to death if they don't find you useful, right? And it's not like you could like farm your own crops or anything like that. That's kind of illegal. And for people to be like, oh, you can subsistence farm and stuff like that. Can you? Can you? Are you going to... First of all, you need to buy a piece of property. So if you can do that, you're already way ahead of the game. But even if, let's say you inherited a piece of property and did not have to pay a huge amount of taxes for like inheritance tax. So again, this is completely hypothetical because you would still need a huge amount of money just to keep your property. You have this piece of property and then you have to pay property tax just to own it. Just to own it. So can you really grow enough crops to pay the property tax for the property that you're using to grow crops? Probably not. Probably not on any sort of significant scale. And also pay to feed yourself or grow enough for yourself as a subsistence farmer. That's what you need to do. So you owe them. You owe them significantly. Not in any real terms, but they decided once you were born, they're all like, this guy owes us so much money. What is it, like $80,000 for somebody that's born today? Probably more.
Prove you're worthy enough to exist. And despite all the fantastical technology she has now seen,
Holodeck.
this aspect...
That's the porno deck, right? That's the people would be going, that's the porno deck. 100% that's the porno deck.
The idea
Hey, Big
that
B. How's it going over on Virgie's stream? Is he doing good?
nobody has to work
I was just over there.
is the hardest one for Lysella to
I hope he's doing
internalize.
good.
So then, why don't you guys just lay around all day
And Big B, look.
and do nothing?
See,
It's no fun.
I'm drinking the claw.
See, on your planet, currency is money.
I'm drinking, there ain't no law with a claw. So, there we go.
In the union, it's reputation. So if you do something, anything that benefits our society, and you work hard at it, you're rich. And that could be anything. Maybe you want to study a field of research. Learn all you can about history, physics, literature, or art.
Yeah, but physics has already been solved completely, and like history, I mean, history is what it is. You can learn all these things from AI already, so you're just learning things to learn things, which is cool, which is what you want to do, right? Isn't that what you want to do? You just want to do your own thing, even if it is like follow the band Fish around and drop acid and like dance around in a mud pit. You can do that. You can be the best at that.
Just for your own pleasure.
He's still playing Heavy Rain. Did he like look up a list of the most boring video games? Is there like a list of that? And he was like, this is good. And it's sad too, because my kid dies in it. So I'm just going to go ahead and a bunch of quick time events, and then that's it. That's the whole thing.
Or is one that's wasted on apathy.
Okay. Okay.
But as Lysella learns more about the matter synthesizer, her wonder turns to guilt.
You know, just this could change the world back on my planet. Even just one of these synthesizer things.
She begins to regret her choice to walk away as she starts thinking about everyone she left behind.
Why couldn't you...
Big B says, hell yeah, you can drink 12 of those and still function. Well, I got a 12-pack. I got a 12er of them. What you mean by function is, I don't know. I think that depends on the type of person. But just in case I was still able to function, I also got this little 4-pack of Tito's just for like the kill shot. Just in case. Just in case, because I don't want to be like too lucid when I go to sleep tonight. That just seems terrible. So I made sure to get enough to do the job.
Help them. Why couldn't you share your technology? I mean,
honestly, I might spend the last hour of this stream just playing guitar the entire time. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how loose this shit gets, because it might get loose. I don't know. I'm not going to put a bunch of like, you know, it's Friday. On Friday, I get to do what I want. And this is what I want to do. The rest of the days, I'll stick to the schedule. I'll be sober, and I'll lay out my lesson plan. I do have kind of a lesson plan when I do this, or at least points I want to make, and like bullet points I hit and stuff like that. And it's so much work. It's so much work, and you guys just do not appreciate it. Not even a little bit. I'm trying to educate you and like make you think a little bit. Friday is my time. It's my time. It's my time down here. I wish I had a Frozen. Just to berate. Yeah, I get to berate normal Frozen, but I want my own.
there are whole countries that barely have clean water.
Hey, Leo.
This could save millions of lives.
It's not that simple.
But the Orville has this non-interventionalist policy.
We're not allowed to drop advanced technology into a developing society like playing golf.
Okay, that was one. Now let's see. Let's see what I got. So I got mango. I just had a mango. Tell me which one I should have next. There's strawberry, there's ruby grapefruit, and then there's blackberry. Is there any votes? How about we just do a random poll? We'll just do a random poll and see what we come up with. And that is strawberry. Did I read strawberry? Yeah, strawberry. Yeah. So we are doing now strawberry. I hope strawberry shows up. I like strawberry. Are you here yet? She's not here yet. Anyways, here we go. Moving on.
Odd.
So
King of all Yetis.
they deny her plea.
It's good to see you.
But Lycella's response
I'm
isn't
drinking
anger.
White Claw.
Instead, she turns that guilt inward.
I can't do this.
5
It
ABV.
doesn't feel right.
Yep.
I feel
5 ABV.
selfish.
Why?
I escaped. And I left everyone.
King of All Yeti says, getting white girl wasted, I see. Yeah, I don't have any. Yes, you're absolutely right. And I will get white girl wasted, and I'll be like, I'll scream at you in the bar. I'll be like, how could you do that? You're my best friend. You're my best friend. How could you do that to me? It's like so unfair. I can't do the voice, but I think that was a pretty good impression.
One I know back there to.
We've all seen white bitches like that at the bar, right? We've all seen that one chick that she's smashed. She's just smashed. And she's just yelling at people. And she's like in people's faces and stuff. Not to be aggressive or anything, but sometimes. But she's just wasted. Yelling random shit. At least I'm not doing high noons. I guess they're basically the same thing.
I mean,
oh, but again, I
why
have
do
these
I deserve
Tito's.
this? What did I do to be made the exception?
This reaction reveals just how deeply the ideals of her world have shaped her psyche. Even when offered abundance freely, she can't help but question whether she's worthy of it. The system she was a part of for so long has convinced her that she needs to earn her right to exist.
Some people would call what you're feeling a form of survivor's guilt.
I need to go back.
All right, they're glass too. They're actual
There's
glass.
more to Lycella's.
That's how you know you got the quality mini, is they're made of glass. You get the plastic ones, that's not good liquor in there. That's not good liquor. That's poison. So, I'm classing it up here. How is my lighting? I changed the lighting because I felt like this was warmer. The last one made me look a little bit too pale. Do I look good?
The story, but to better understand her choices here, we need to first acknowledge the elephant.
King of All Yeti says, why are you ignoring me?
in the room.
We all know those chicks. Oh, we
This is
all
the
know
idea
those
that
chicks.
No story, no
We
piece
seen
of art
them.
or literary
We seen them. God, they're really funny too.
work exists in isolation.
I remember I was at this party one time, and this chick was acting just like that, and she was like, I don't know, 4'10" or something, and she was like getting in people's faces and shit, and then she takes this like hit off of a bong or something like that, and she was like straight up like this. She blows it out, and then she's just boom, like right onto her face, just completely bam, right on the kitchen floor. It was the craziest shit. It was so funny.
Rather, each one exists in this complex network of references, influences, and connections to others
Drunk
that shape
bitch.
all of their collective meanings together. And in that regard, the ones who
Big B Trucker says any movie game is boring. LOL. Well, what is that one? Until Dawn. I guess that was boring, but it was like less boring. But I think it's for streaming. Streaming a movie game is like, I don't know. You can make it not boring, but I kind of agree with you, Big B. I don't really play movie games all that often. Tomb Raider, where does that lie? Where does Tomb Raider go? Because that was actually okay. That was decent as far as those kind of games. Uncharted kicked ass. I don't know how you feel about that one. It probably isn't. That's pretty actiony.
walk away from Omelas
But Uncharted was fun.
pretty promiscuous in its intertextuality. In 2018, N.K. Jemisin wrote a rebuttal to Le Guin's work that asks the question, what if we didn't walk away? What about the ones who stay and fight? Imagine the great city of Umhlat. Its skyscrapers float in the sky, and the children wear clothes made of butterfly wings. All from butterflies that died of natural causes, of course. Because Umhlat, by all measures, is a fair and just city.
Should I
A
drink one of
utopia,
these?
like Omelas seems to be, but without that wretched child in the hole. You see, the people
Should
of
I? $5, I guess. $10? What am I doing? I'm not going to charge you for I'm going to fucking drink it anyway, right? if you guys want to give me $10, I will happily accept it, and I'll be very grateful. But I'm not gonna like make you pay me to do something I'm gonna do anyway. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and drink this bottle of Tito's. It's pretty early, but we got a ways to go, and I want to, so I'm going to do it.
Lot are not naive. They understand that their perfect city was built upon the foundation of a dark history.
Oh, that was easy.
This city had a very different civilization once. One that might be much more recognizable to you or me.
Thank you for the $10.
And just like Omelas,
I'm pretending.
when children of Umhalat come of age, they learn that their city is also built upon suffering.
King Valieti says Tomb Raider was a game movie, not a movie game. I understand. That's like confusing, but I understand what you mean by that. It was a game first, and then they kind of adapted it into a movie. Is that what you're trying to say?
That of the past. But when they find cruelty or suffering...
Now I regret taking that Tito's. Wow. It wasn't bad going down, but like a minute after that, I'm like, bah. I need a chaser. It wasn't the original drink. It was the aftertaste that did it. I used to be able to drink a lot better, but now I'm just a wee child when it comes to the terms of drinking. Yeah. What did I do last week? I did the Leprechaun, St. Patrick's. Wait, no, that was on Monday. So, okay, twice in a week. All right.
And there's unlike Omelas, they don't walk away.
King of Oyedi says, "Don't turn John into only use me Sulk. I don't want to be frozen. I don't want to end up like that. I don't want to be like the kid that eats bugs for money on the playground. But it is profitable.
They understand.
And I am doing this for profit. I know you guys think I'm here to be your friend. I'm not. I'm just kidding.
Their city are fragile and must be protected. Through a quirk of quantum mechanics, Umhalat exists parallel to our world, and its citizens can peek into our reality. They can watch our TV, browse our social media, listen to our radio, but this creates a dangerous problem.
I wonder what alternate universe Elon Musk is like. You think he's homeless? You think Elon Musk is like a homeless fant addict in another universe? Probably. I mean, all universes have to happen, right? All possibilities have to come to fruition in one possible universe or another. Apparently, all realities do happen in one parallel dimension or another. So yeah, there's a dimension where Elon Musk is a homeless drug addict. And interesting how things work.
An information hazard. Because when Umhalat citizens witness our world, where some people are considered less important than others, where artificial scarcity is...
Also, since this is Friday and you want to like pitch a video, you don't have to pay anything. If you just put something in the chat, I'll consider playing it. You don't have to pay. I don't want to be a bill at the end of the week, right? I do want to make money, of course, but like, let's not be so formal about it. Come on, we're all here friends, being friends and stuff and being cool. Let's hang out.
Manufactured for profit, where...
Arden Share is posting my Ko-Fi and my PayPal and my Bonfire store. So if you want to go on over to my Bonfire and check out my Bonfire, I have some pretty cool stuff at Ye Old Bonfire. There's some good shirts here. I actually haven't checked it in a while. I wonder if I've sold any more shirts. I haven't sold many. I think I've sold like 10. But that's 10 shirts. So I'm pretty happy. If you want to buy a shirt, I would be very pleased. And I think they look good. I've ordered a couple myself. They look great. They're very comfortable. I wear them around the house. So yeah,
Suffering is normalized.
Hey, Forest Mommy.
These toxic ideas can infect
Forest Mommy says, just hanging, being cool, and friends and shit. Exactly.
their thinking.
Forest Mommy just said hi to you the other night, and you didn't respond because I imagine you left the stream. So, hi from Jess.
Like a virus, these beliefs spread and threaten everything they've built.
Hold on. There's the bell. I like the bell. Here it is. Background noise with $5 says, fill my eyes with that double vision. I tried learning that song today on my acoustic. It is not an acoustic song. It's a very, very simple song, but it just doesn't sound right on an acoustic. It's basically 2 chords, and they both suck. So, I mean, I can play it. I have an electric guitar, but I don't have an amp or anything like that. So, because I was going to learn it and cover it and do all those things. More of the bell. There we go. Thank you so much. From On the John says, $5 for a not gay tax. There's a tax for being gay? Oh, I wish there was. Just any sort of, what's the opposite of an incentive? One of those for gayness. Because I feel like there's so much incentives for being gay. Especially in like the education system. Like, all the gay kids automatically got good grades when I was a kid. I grew up in California, and I went to public school. All the gay kids got good grades. And I know those gay kids were stupid. I knew it for a fact. However, I got extremely bad grades. Throughout my entire school career. And, I don't know. I wasn't very well liked by the teachers or the administration. So, but fuck those people. You know why? Because they ended up as teachers. And, that sucks. And if you're a teacher in this stream, get the fuck out.
The social workers. These sentinels stand guard against this contagion. They understand that maintaining their utopia requires...
Forrest Money says, hi, Jess from that night and tonight. She'll poke her head out here in a second, I'm sure. But I'm sure you'll move on to... But if you're here, yeah.
Constant vigilance against the very ideas that nearly destroyed their civilization in the past. So when they find someone who's been exposed to these toxic ideas...
Where you been, douchey Nazi? How you doing? You being douchey and a Nazi? I mean, no, yeah, cool. Good to see you.
They kill them.
Another donation. Wow, we are blowing up tonight. They're small, but I'll take them. What was it? 10108 for $5 says state mandated homosexuality. Sam Hyde. That's the guy who shoots up places, right?
To protect their utopia.
Forrest Monkey says I'm $99 not gay. She corrected it, but I'm not going to say it. You're $99 not gay. Sure. You mean you're gay for $100? Is that what you're saying? Because we all are, of course. $100 is $100, dude. Of course we're all gay for that amount of money.
Here's the dark irony of Umhalak.
What, just me?
While they've eliminated the child in the basement,
I don't believe you guys.
Created a different
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Their social workers become the white blood cells of society, forever tasting the bitterness of violence so that others...
Douchey says yes and yes, back to work too, bro. Just built a bar and doing the interior now. Congratulations for being back to work.
May know only sweetness, carrying darkness within so that others...
Have you guys seen this movie, Equilibrium? It's a pretty cool movie. I like those 90s movies. Like Alive and Equilibrium and like Speed and stuff like that. Not because they were good movies, although they were very good movies. It's something about the cinematography of a 90s movie that's very comforting to me. I think it's nostalgia, but it's probably just nostalgia. But there's something about that era of video quality and like the sound and like the score and stuff like that I find very comforting. There's a movie from that era, maybe it was a little later in the 2000s, with Keira Knightley called The Hole, where they get like some school kids get trapped in this like bunker or something like that, and they like die a terrible death. And for some reason, I find that movie very comforting.
Live in light. Are these societies really all that different? While Omelas keeps a child locked in a basement, Umhalat requires its guardians to bury their own inner child in a psychological hole. The methods are different, but
all right, so 8:38, and this is my second one, right? You know what it was? It was the Tito's. I was like, I'm drunker than I expected, but I've only had like 2. How many of these? How much is this? How much? Is this just a single shot? This is not like a shot and a half. 50 milliliters. I have 4 of them. Well, I have 3 now. So now I'm not going to do any more for free. All right. I know I said I was going to do them for free. I did that one for free. But the rest of these bad boys, I don't know. I think they pack a little bit too much of a wallop. So I'm going to, if you want to give me $10, I'll do one.
Core idea.
Because I don't really want to.
If we suppress enough, whether it's a child's freedom or...
On the John says, not going to lie, this video sounds cringe. You don't have to lie about that. If you think it sounds cringe, that's fine. There's not a problem with that. There's not a problem with that. Thank you for telling me your opinion.
Dangerous ideas, we can have a perfect society.
Anna John says it's solely the presentation. What? You don't like the flair for the dramatic or anything like that? You don't like when anybody like shows a bit of showmanship? I appreciate at least some sort of effort put into it. Not like my show. Right? There's no effort. There's absolutely no effort. But this guy is like, he's putting mood behind it, and there's editing, and there's like some music and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's not that it's not cringe, but I'm going to give it to you anyway because it's okay to be cringe. I firmly, firmly believe that it is okay to be cringe because what's the problem with that? Everyone's cringe at some point. If you start doing anything, you should be happy to suck at something. You really should, because that means you're starting something new and you're developing a skill. Do you think I was always such hot fire at this show? No, I'm still pretty cringe at it. Honestly, if I'm going to be straight up honest, I'm still pretty cringe. I'm not saying I'm the best streamer in the world, but I am out here every night making a fool of myself, and I couldn't be happier. So thank you. And this guy, I respect him.
And this mirrors the great lie at the heart of our own
101 says a shot is 44 milliliters, and this is 50. So it's a little bit more than a shot.
Ideas evolution.
A 375 milliliters is like a bottle, right? So 50 milliliters is actually a decent amount of alcohol. I mean, you buy 4 of them, and this was only like $8. So it's $2 a piece. This is actually not a bad deal.
We tell ourselves that we've progressed from feudalism to capitalism, that we've freed ourselves from the old system of lords.
Douchey Nazi says, I'm just glad we're not listening to Foreigner. And you know what? I'm not like an asshole, too. So I'm not going to be like, because like Royce is an asshole. So he'd be like, oh, well, you know what? We're going to listen to Foreigner like 8 times in a row. And by the way, everybody else in that chat are just complete assholes. Not just because they were making fun of my tiny nipples, which I'm actually a little bit self-conscious about now. Wasn't before. But also because they kept giving $10 to play the same fucking song, and they did it like 15 times. He made like $150 off of that. But you know what? I didn't make a dime, and I had to listen to Foreigner 15 times. So thank you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
And peasants.
Thank you.
Have we really? Or have we just replaced one form of hierarchy with another? One form of measuring a human's worth with another?
Big B says, drop the shot in the claw and you have yourself a MILF spritzer. A MILF spritzer. Oh, God. That's not a bad idea.
Capitalism is a development by refinement from feudalism, just as feudalism is a development by refinement from slavery.
I have to let the cat
is
in.
But the gentleman's method of slavery. The lords of our time don't live in castles anymore. They launch themselves into space in penis-shaped rockets. The serfs don't work the land. They wear Amazon wristbands that track their bathroom breaks.
I asked Virgie earlier tonight if I should drink on my stream. And he's all like, you stream sober? That's gay. And I was like, oh. Oh. Okay, well, I respond to peer pressure. Almost immediately, I will break. So, here I am. With very little will and conscience.
The divine right of kings has been replaced
Hey, Strawberry.
by the divine right
I was
of
talking about you
billionaires
earlier.
who claim they alone can guide humanity to
Strawberry says I didn't donate for Foreigner or make fun of your nips. Well, you're one of the good ones.
its technological future.
It's true. Some of you are okay. I'm gonna be honest about that. Should I even move that on? Some of you are okay. Not most of you. Most of you are like mental. You have mental issues. But that's okay because I do too.
In this emerging techno-feudalistic landscape, these digital aristocrats aren't just hoarding wealth. They are hoarding data and...
Douchey says, ever mix rum chata with Fireball? Tastes like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I don't drink Fireball. Because it's gross. And it's like all syrup. And it's like, why would I drink Fireball when it's like 20% alcohol? And when I could just have like a shot of whiskey, even though I hate whiskey. Not a whiskey guy. Why would I have like this cinnamon Fireball white girl kind of... No, I'm not drinking Fireball.
Computing power, effectively reshaping how we think, connect, and understand our world. In this iteration of the social contract.
What movie is this? Is this The Giver? I remember reading that book as a kid. And I was like, this book is gay. Right? They didn't even kill the kid. Wait, they did kill the kid. It doesn't matter. That book is still gay.
They are hoarding the future itself. And it's with this context in mind that we can return to...
Anna John says that, yeah, I don't want to drink just sugar. And it's just sugar. See, these don't even have that much sugar. I mean, it's 100 calories. Let's see. Total carbohydrates, 2 grams. I bet that's from the liquor itself. But total sugar is 2 grams, which is not that bad. It's not that bad. So I can trash... Let's see, it's 4% of your daily allotment. So I can have like 20 of these. 25?
Lycella's story. Because her world
That's the plan.
Not that different from ours.
That's the plan.
And when the Orville decides that Lycella can go back home if she desires.
On the John says sugary hangovers are the fucking worst. Yeah, wine hangovers are the worst. Like, beer hangovers are bad. But I feel like you can't really drink enough beer for you to be, like, completely fucking plastered. Depending on the beer, of course. But, like, wine hangover, if you drink, like, 2 or 3 bottles of wine, you're going to be feeling that shit, right? You're going to get, like, real lusty during the night, and you're going to be feeling good, and, like, yeah, right? But the next day, you were fucked, dude. I don't allow Jess to drink wine because she gets crazy. There's something about her genetics. Like, her and her dad are the same way, right? If they drink wine, they're just fucking, they're a mess. You are a mess. You cannot drink wine. I tolerate it better, but still, the wine hangover to me usually isn't worth it. If I'm drinking wine and I get like shithouse drunk, then, well, that's just what happens. But I don't usually do that.
They stipulate that she cannot take any of their technology with her.
That's a bad time.
She will have to
That's
return
right.
home
That's a bad
as she
time.
can.
Thank you again for everything.
Hey, hit the like button if you don't mind. It looks like this. It looks like that. There we go. Look how fucking meaty my hand is. You guys impressed?
Take care of yourself.
Jess likes my hands. Jess likes my big meaty hands. Deal with it.
But when she boards the
getting
shuttle
weird,
to take
guys.
her home,
Lucella,
What?
can I have a look in your bag?
Why?
I think you know why.
she gets caught trying to smuggle blueprints.
So, okay. You are an intergalactic pioneer, pirate, whatever. You travel around in spaceships. Are you banging the alien chicks? I mean, they look like humans. They're mostly humans. They might have like a wrinkle on their nose or something like that, or like Ferengi ears or something. Not even Ferengi. Right? Not like Klingon with the fucking heads or something like that, but like a normal hot chick. But she's just got like a maybe green skin or something. You guys are doing it, right? You guys are doing it. Yeah, I mean, right? If that's not like weird, is it? Is that a weird thing to do? I don't think that's weird. Like, you're on another planet, some like hot alien chick is like into you, right? And then you're doing that, right? Please tell me you're doing that. Please tell me you're doing that.
For the matter synthesizer.
Kelly, please.
Open the bag.
101 says, yeah, probably. On the John says, yes. Big B Trucker says, is she bootlegging? Hell yes, of course. Thank you. Thank you. I think men across the galaxy are basically the same. I mean, if a guy from this race of aliens came and saw like Earth girls, and I wouldn't, of course. But then no interracial kids, right? I don't support that.
Lucella.
I can convince them. I know we can do it right. I'll make sure they don't take advantage.
What
On the
you
John
can't,
says
you can't.
human-ish, and Hog Dog says beans. Hey, obedient.
I'm not authorized to let you try.
And it's at this point
How you doing,
that the
Obedient?
thesis of the Orville's thought experiment is made bare.
I told Virgie to come down with his wife and kids because we have like similar age kids, and like my wife wanted to meet his wife and stuff like that. So if he ever does that, I'm going to tell him we're going to do a stream together, and I'm going to show you his face. I'm going to do that.
As Kelly reveals a truth about technology,
Kill Dotson said, John going to bang an alien and make a new STD. No, but I will give them new STDs
that haunts our own world.
Come with me. I want to show you something.
that I made.
There's this insidious idea that's been with us since the dawn of the first industrial revolution. This idea that technology
Big B Trucker says the Snorlachians have vaginas with razor sharp teeth. Okay, fine, pass. You know, there's going to be things that are deal breakers, okay? Like space herpes or you know, intergalactic blacks or something like that I'm just not going to be into. You know? And it's not like anybody's fault or something like that. There's just certain deal breakers. If you're like a hot alien chick with big space boobs and stuff, then I'm into it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm into it. But like, yeah, you know, space AIDS is a deal breaker. But I don't know if there are any gay people in space. I would hope not. Or I would hope that they're in space and then suffocating slowly because of the lack of oxygen.
Can save us. If we build the
I
right
don't like
tools,
gay people.
develop the right systems, create enough abundance, everything else
Strawberry says intergalactic blacks.
fall into place.
This is the third planet in the Gendel system. About
Yeah, they come from Fentanyl 9. And, yeah, they're a problem.
600 light years from your world. This is how their world looked early in the 23rd century. This is Gendel 3, 5 years later.
101 says I can still get a handy from an alien. Yeah, you can get a handy from a lot of things. You can get a handy from an octopus. You know, if you actually remove the beak from an octopus and then like deprive it of any sort of nutrition or something like that, it will suck you off every day, just for the calories in your splooge. Little life hack for you.
What happened?
You just feel it every morning pulling the covers off, and then there's cold, dead eyes. Just as it's... But that's not my thing. If that's your thing, whatever.
We did.
Yes.
In 1923, the researchers who discovered how to mass produce insulin sold the patent for just $1. Their belief was simple. This life-saving medicine should be available to everyone. It was a moment of ethical clarity, perfectly aligned with technological breakthrough.
Douchey says there's a movie called Gay Niggers in Space. Or there's no I in that. Gay niggers in space, I believe. Not joking. Well, that's awful.
Today, a vial of insulin costs just a few dollars to produce. The technology has only gotten better, more efficient, and more automated.
Yakub is not a real person. Yakub didn't exist. There wasn't like some ancient black scientist that created white people. I just don't believe that. Right? Because why wouldn't he just make smarter black people? Right? I mean, he could have easily made children, but he decided not to. He decided to make white people with an IQ, on average, 50 points higher than black people. Why would you do that? Why not just make black people smarter? It doesn't make any sense.
We can make more insulin than ever before. And yet, in the United States, people are rationing this same insulin.
Hog Dog says you're going to get raped. Space raped, though. Right?
Some die because they can't afford it. The technology exists. The production capacity exists. But people suffer anyway. In Kelly's world, this same sentiment had the same outcome. She explains to Lysella that the early Union explorers...
Obedient to Yah says it's all part of Yakub's massa plan. Which is actually very funny. Thank you.
...thought they could help Gendel 3.
I like that.
When they got to Gendel 3,
That's funny to me.
they found a divided world. Bristling
I used to get fart bombs and ampules like that at like the farmer's market, like the flea market, right? You used to get stink bombs in little ampules like that, and you smash them and they stink, right? They stink bad too. Yeah, dude, I remember that. I remember.
And it's sliced up by national borders. So they landed. They revealed themselves, their technology, everything. They figured it was the right thing to do. That made...
On the Johnsons, that's true. Some races literally won't understand the concept of consent. It's kind of an overblown concept anyways. I don't think consent really matters all that much.
Maybe they could help this planet skip over the nasty growing pains that all worlds seem to have to go through.
That's why I'm teaching my sons. I'd be like, consent is a loose kind of term, and like, you know, a lot of times no means yes. And, you know, she says she doesn't want it, but she really does. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me right now I'm lying. You can't.
But they couldn't control the spread.
You cannot.
Nation states fought each other. Wars broke out everywhere. because they all wanted to use the advancements for personal gain and for political
Mango!
gains.
I'm just reaching. I'm just reaching for the stars.
They wipe themselves out. in
Reaching
5
for the
years.
claws.
9 billion people
I'm getting weird tonight.
gone.
We live in an era of unprecedented technological capability.
Douchey says I always smash those in the school bathroom. What, White Claws? You smash these in the school bathroom? That's some weak pussy shit, because I would just bring a flask. Because I had summer school, because I was like a bad boy. And so to summer school, I would just bring a flask, and I would drink it in class. I put some in my Mr. Pibb, and then I would be drunk by the time I went home.
But we've built it all.
Yeah,
on top
I
of
was a problem
system
child.
That's
I was a problem child. I'm not even gonna, it was a fact. I wasn't like a perfect angel. There's a reason they didn't like me, because I was a rebel. And I remain so till this day.
still fundamentally based on artificial scarcity.
I'm not getting schwiggity
on the
shreked.
idea that suffering is not just inevitable, but necessary.
I'm just being cool.
There's a deeper philosophical
Hit the like button. I have to say that periodically because I know people forget.
question here about the nature of suffering itself. Eastern philosophers, particularly
Douchey says I'd smash the stink bombs in the bathrooms. Are we talking about girls? Because like you a girl that you call the stink bomb, right? And then you smash her in the bathroom. You're an animal. You're an absolute animal. I know you're talking about like normal stink bombs, but why in the bathroom, for God's sakes? Right? Where it's supposed to stink. That is like the most in-line, out-of-line character, right? Oh, I'm going to make the bathroom stink. Oh, you rebel. You absolute madman. You're going to make the bathroom stink? You mean what like the faculty does every single day? Wow. You're pushing the boundaries, the limits. No, you break it in the office. You go to the administration office and you smash it against the wall. And then you smear it on that bitch's face, right? They were just, like that. And then she's like, I respect you more.
Buddhists
Hey,
have
Amanda.
long recognized that life inherently contains both light and shadow, joy and pain.
Thought you meant White Claws? I have White Claw. And I'm not even sponsored. You're welcome, White Claw. You're welcome. Hold on. I actually want to see if I have any... would you guys mind if I just did ad campaigns for a little bit? Let's see. I'll just do some ad campaigns and see if they pay me. I doubt it. Honestly, I just doubt it. Weak coffee is for the weak. At Rumble, weak has never been a part of the mission. No fillers, no fraud, and no settling for mediocrity. Just like 1775 coffee. It's a single origin, small farm, hand-picked specialty grade coffee that stands for quality, free speech, and calling out BS when it matters. For stale, mass-produced beans roasted just enough to hide the flaws, dark roast hits like a Trump tariff. Medium roast keeps it bold without the bitterness. And Vitality Mushroom Blend, real energy and lasting focus. No synthetic garbage. For K-Cup pods, whole bean, or fresh ground coffee, go to 1775coffee.com. Use code STUDIO for 15% off and start your morning coffee that stands for something. Oh, and every dollar spent enters you to win a Cybertruck and $30,000 cash. There we go.
Abundance
There we go.
and limitation.
I made $2 on that, which is probably the most I made on an ad campaign in like a year, because I don't make shit on those.
These natural dualities help
Do you guys just want to see me get like drunker and drunker and like do ad campaigns and just see if they'll pay me like when I get absolutely sloshed and can barely enunciate half the words?
us grow.
I think
and
that'd be
learn.
funny.
Like a plant needs both sun and rain to thrive.
Leo says code Tiny Nibs. Yeah. For 15% off, code TinyNips.
But what we've created in our society is something different. We've built systems that manufacture unnecessary suffering, artificial dualities that serve no purpose except to preserve hierarchies. The tech oligarchs of our time
Again, for $10, I'll drink another one of these bad boys. That's what I'm offering, and I have 3 of them. So, I'm not gonna. If somebody donates $30, I will do all of them, but I'm not gonna like it. But I mean, like, a job's a job, you know. $30 is $30. So, but if you want to donate $10, I'll do one of these bad boys. Fuck you, Manda. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Slash free the John Nipples fund. Does that mean I have to drink 2 of these because you gave me $20? Is that what you're saying? Because you didn't outwardly say it, right? You didn't say it, but oh god, hold on. I need to ring the bell. Thank you so much, Manda, for the generous donation of $20. Oh, Big B says check your Ko-Fi, and I will, because that's what I do. And oh, you fucking asshole. You son of a bitch, dude. Okay, for $10, hold on, I'll give you the. There we go. I'll give you that. Okay, for $10, he says, do a MILF spritzer. You gotta slam it. Okay, fine. Watch this.
Amplify this perversion. They speak of building a utopian future.
I think technology does a great deal to lift the world to more abundance, to greater heights, to better prosperity, whatever you want to call it. And I'm optimistic for that. I don't think that'll require any special intervention.
And at the same time, they take the collective knowledge of humanity, our data, our creativity, our shared cultural output, and lock it behind proprietary AI models. They promise abundance while manufacturing new forms of scarcity. This is why all of these stories resonate so strongly today. We're not just building technology, we're building power structures. And without a corresponding evolution in our ethics, in our values, in our fundamental ideas about human worth and dignity, we risk creating our own version of Omelas or Umhalat, a technological paradise built on hidden suffering.
All right. Okay. Couple of things to say right now. First of all, Big B, you have to choose the flavor of White Claw. Okay. This one's almost full. Are you okay with this? Right? I mean, it's basically full. All right, but I don't want to like rip you off. I think I may have taken like 2 sips out of it. I don't want to rip you off because you did pay. And second of all, I went to go take a piss, and I have a 3-year-old boy, and there was a little kid-sized turd in the toilet. It was fucking adorable. It was a little kid-sized turd in the toilet. I'm dying. Okay. Okay. Big B, if you don't... Johnny gonna be drunk at the end being like, pay $50 and I'll pull the tip of my penis out. I'm not gonna do that. No, because that'd be disrespectful to Jess. I don't want to do that. But I'll do this, and this is mango. Is that okay? Is that, I mean, and it is essentially full, and I have a glass here that can prove it, but I want to make sure that you're into it. But I'm gonna open this. See, hear that? This is not a magic trick, okay? I'm not trying to mess with you guys. I'm just doing this exactly as I've been told. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, this is gonna be awful, dude. This is gonna be terrible. I don't know. That's 2 drinks. Do you understand? Big B Trucker, you gave me $10, and you're all like, do 2 drinks because a white MILF spritzer or a mommy MILF spritzer or whatever the fuck you call it is vodka plus a White Claw. So that's 2 drinks. Do you understand? But since Manda gave me $20 and I'm like a cool, chill guy, I think I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you because whatever. So I'm going to go glug, 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 glug. Oh, no, dude. Oh, my God. That's horrific. That's horrific. That's horrific. I can't believe you would actually pay to do that to me. You're an asshole. You're just a complete asshole. I love you. I love you all. But this is just rude. That's rude. Alright. Let's see what the next one on the docket is for today, and it's another strawberry. Okay. That was not bad. It didn't taste that bad. It didn't taste that bad. I honestly, if I was out on the town drinking or something like that, I might order that. But just not slam it like I did. Because just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Was anybody impressed? Was anybody impressed by that? Please tell me that you were impressed. I feel like my self-esteem's been low today, and I would really appreciate it if you guys like kind of pump that up. I'm not perfect. I have many, many flaws. And I just need you guys to gas me up a little bit. Pretend I'm a girl. Pretend I'm pretty. Anyways, 101 gave $10. And he said, drink a glass of water. And I don't know if I can do that. Oh, but I will. Hold on. I'll go.
You can still go back if you want to. But you can't pull them into the future. They have to do it on their own.
So is there any hope for us? Us who have lived in a dark hole for so long? Can we find our way to the light? Is a post-scarcity utopia possible for us? Well, before we find out how Lycella's story ends, we need to engage with one more idea.
Okay. Okay.
Let's imagine that the child...
Okay, no, it's okay.
Oh my gosh.
No.
It looks like
She's like, oh no!
Look at this.
What happened in here?
What
Okay,
is
so
this?
101, I have this grape Waterloo, and he said he gave me $10 to drink a glass of water. So he's
team.
looking
Go
out.
team.
He's looking out.
You know,
Some of these people aren't monsters.
You know,
You know.
I'm on team water. Always.
Yeah. But Big B gave me $10 to have, what did you call it? A white MILF? A MILF? Anyways.
Here's your MILF.
Anyways, it was a bottle of Tito's and then and then he paid me to slam it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And Amanda gave me $20 just because she's a nice lady.
Oh, love her.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Love that.
On the John. Okay, I'll give you a There we go. On the John for $2, which is okay. You're doing A-okay, bud. Keep her up. Keep her up. Are you talking about my filly here? Guess what I'm hitting? Guess what I'm hitting?
On the whole of Omelas is rescued and taken aboard a spaceship. On this ship, the child finds a Star Trek-style federation that has
Charlie Horse says, or Amanda, I'm sorry. The sponsored logo keeps hovering over my Dono logo, so I can't donate more. Why don't you hit my Ko-Fi? Why don't you hit my Ko-Fi? Ko-Fi link is in the chat. So, you know, I can also put it right there. And Ko-Fi works perfectly. You just sometimes have to tell me because I have the notifications on, but I didn't get the last one for some reason. But just tell me, and I will do what you tell me in the Ko-Fi. Hey, Dan Snot.
Mastered interstellar travel and eliminated most.
Amanda says, "Love you, sexy Jess."
Oh, bless.
She says, "Bless." I told Jess to dye her hair blonde.
That's what Forest Mommy wants to see my my hair, what it is now.
She looks great. She's a brunette, right?
That's
she's
good. I'm wearing my pajamas.
Yeah, she's a brunette. But she looks great as a blonde. And you've been blonde for like many years that we've been together. So
Yeah, I was brunette when we met, and then.
And her hair was this long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she had like a little pixie cut. I was like, this girl is a freak, and I'm gonna do it. And I did. But now we're thinking about taking her blonde, which should be fun.
Yeah, I like blonde.
You know what I mean?
Blonde's fun. It's just a lot. It's a lot of.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work getting there, and it's expensive. It's like stupid expensive. I can't honestly.
Tell me what's not expensive. Tell me what's not expensive.
Being my natural hair color.
Okay. Hey, FOMO's still here. She was blonde when I first met y'all. Yeah. That was 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah. So FOMO, I was trying to take a selfie to show you my hair color. This is what it is. This is my natural. You can see at the end, like where it was blonde.
She got good hair. I mean, like it's grown quite a bit.
Yeah. And, well, I stopped going blonde because I wanted to grow it out, and it just fries your fucking hair. So that's also what I don't like about being blonde is it's just so damaging on your hair.
I know, but I think we need a
switch up.
I think a change would be fun.
I know. I'm all about it. I love changing my hair. I love it.
You had pink hair, remember?
Remember when it was like rosé?
Yeah.
Like I liked that.
You came home with pink hair, and I was like, oh my fucking god, dude.
Yeah.
How do I explain this?
Oh, John, read my dono, you slut.
Okay,
slut.
Bro. You don't need to call me a slut.
Yes,
John works. Everybody knows you're talking to me. And everyone knows I'm a slut. So, wait. Who was it? Dodson? Where was it? Was it on PayPal or was it on Ko-Fi? You have to tell me. Because I don't...
Go back to the chat. God. For fuck's sake.
She Italian? She's French. I'm Italian. But, like, it's pretty much the same region.
I did do red. I did copper. I was copper when our first son was born. Remember I had copper hair? And that was really cute. I look really great. Basically in any hair color. It's really annoying for most people, I'm sure.
She's gorgeous. She's just a very pretty girl.
No, but I do like red a lot. I used to in my teens, I wore red hair all the time. I loved red hair.
Dodson, is this you, the 871, which I assume is $10 because it's PayPal and they take their bit. Oh wait, but did you say something in there? Here, let me look.
Dan, I'm not fucking Hispanic. Yeah. all you Hispanics out there.
It doesn't say anything,
I'm
but
not Hispanic.
it says you gave $10. But I don't. No, neither of us are Hispanic. Neither of us are Hispanic. Do we fucking look Hispanic? Do we seriously look? Yeah, our kid has blue eyes and blonde hair.
Colombians have blue eyes, blonde hair.
They're not Hispanics.
Oh yeah.
They're not Hispanic. They're like, it's a different type of. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Spanish people are white, right? Mediterranean people are white. I don't think people understand. When I hear Hispanic, I think Indian, right? And
What?
You don't even
Oh my
understand.
God, you're
you don't even
retarded.
understand because like Europeans think Europeans don't understand what a Mexican is. And when we talk about Mexicans, we talk about like the Aztec people, right? That like build and like sacrifice people and stuff like that. But there's lots of
Like the little ones.
little ones. They're like 5'2".
We don't have a lot of those on the East Coast. At least not like in Florida. I mean, we do have some Mexicans. Don't get me wrong. Obviously.
Dan Sass
But-
says $10 says you have Spanish heritage. I mean, that's not even fair. Because you're talking
What,
about
like 0.5% maybe?
No. He's talking about like Spain, like the country, like Antonio Banderas.
I mean, yeah, no shit. Okay, so if I have like Italian family and I have French family,
Mediterranean,
probably gonna have some fucking Spaniard in there too. You know,
Mediterranean is Mediterranean, right? You could say I'm like Greek or Moroccan or something
European.
like that. It doesn't really matter. I feel I'm Northern European. I mean, I'm Northern Italian.
I'm not like a Swede, you know.
Well, I'm also German and English
Clearly.
too. So it's
Yeah,
like
I got a lot of English. I don't even fucking care. I'm an American, damn it. I'm American.
I am a real American, fighting for rights of every man. I am a real American, fighting for rights. Bama.
Right.
There's too many of these who keep Sulk. You could pass as a spick. How about fuck you for us?
That's so funny. He's gonna be tripping about that for so long.
I mean, that's not even fun. That's not even fair, dude. Like, what does that mean? Like fuck you. How about that? Fuck you.
I told you he's gonna be tripping about that.
I'd rather be a
He's
spick
gonna go to
than
bed
a
tonight
woman.
and be like, "Force mommy called
Fuck
me a
you,
spick."
Forrest, mommy. Oh, Charlie Horse gave $10. Here, I'll do that. There's the bell ringer. Jess, I love you. Stop being so beautiful.
Can't.
You see, I told you that. Strawberry donated too. I told you, people think I'm fucking Mexican. I don't
think you look Mexican.
I don't think I look Mexican either. Strawberry for $5 says for Jess hair fun to make her feel pretty, whatever the color. That's very
thanks.
Sweet.
Thank you.
I don't think I'm Mexican.
Honestly,
I don't think I
haven't-
look Mexican.
It's been a really long time since I got my hair done. It's been like half a year since I got my hair done.
But even if I did look Mexican, who gives a shit? Right? I'm better than you anyway.
Bag to babe, apparently. And Dan Sott says I kind of look like a cute AOC. Fucking rude.
No, I mean, like, AOC is all right, but I mean, like, you'd be better looking than her.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I like him stupid though.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Right? I don't like a challenge.
No.
I like him easy.
Yeah.
Okay, get up. I have a job to
Okay,
do.
yeah.
I
Bye,
have a
everyone.
I have a job to do.
All right.
Now, everyone else, pay me to drink. Goofy Boots, hey Goofy, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, Goof? I honestly, because Goofy, I think you're actually like one of the better people.
Goofy, we love you.
I think you're one of the better
We love
people
you.
in this entire like universe, and I think you like are legitimately a really good guy.
No. Let me tell him. We pray for you, Goofy. We love you, Goofy. We
That's
love
a fact.
you.
And we think you're a very good guy, and we pray pretty often for your welfare and your benefit. So, Kill Dotson for $2 again.
I should come on more often. You're getting donos at the ass over here.
Yeah, I know, but like you ruin things, so
You're welcome.
you don't. What I said earlier was now have just do a
body shot off your belly button.
for $2.
I don't do shots for $2.
For $2, $20. $20.
Oh my god.
$20.
20, 30.
Okay, fine. She has to do it, so $30. And then what? You want her to do like a belly button shot? Will you do that?
What? Okay. So, do you like pour it into your belly button, or
I don't know.
Is there like a little cup there at the belly button?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I've never done a belly button shot.
If somebody could like send us a link to a video of how to do a
You guys,
proper
I
body shot.
I never went to the club, so I
No, thank God. That's why I married her, because like this chick is shy, and then I can.
Am I shy really though?
Yeah.
I'm shy?
You're not like a rampant whore.
Oh.
Yeah, and I
See,
can
that's
tell.
what-
I've met plenty of rampant whore.
No, but I'm friendly. I'm not like sexually friendly. I'm just a friendly person. I'm not shy.
I know. But there is always like 80-year-old men hitting on you.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's because you're pretty. But I'm like, I keep knocking her up, so. Yay me?
Okay, just shut up.
Yay me?
Get off with your show, please.
I'm just saying, okay. Obedient to Yah says Linty Tequila. Oh, I gotta tell you a story. So when me and Jess first started dating, for like 6 months, I had these like very long hairs coming out of my belly button. And I just thought I just had very long hair coming out of my belly button. And I kept tugging on it, and it hurt and stuff like that. And I just kept doing it one day. And then one day I pulled it out, and it was actually a big clump of lint.
It was hard, y'all.
It was hard.
I really thought it was like his hair. It was like in your belly button for the first 6 months of our relationship.
I had 6-pack abs.
I got engaged to that belly button lint.
Mm-hmm.
And then you ripped it out of you, and it was gone
I know.
forever.
And then I was like, oh my God, look. Look.
It was a weird moment. I'll never forget that.
I know. And then she said, I do.
Forms of human suffering.
Strawberry says, you guys are so cute. Yeah. But no.
Stop.
That's how I make money.
Stop it.
Right? I make money by drinking these.
Stop it. Drink water.
I do drink water, see? It's great, nigga.
But look. I'm in.
All right, fantastic. You can have one of these if you want.
Drinking that garbage. Stop it.
Okay.
This
Jess Porter, everyone. My wife. Oh, fuck. Oh, oops. Whatever.
advanced
Whatever.
civilization sees it as their duty to fly across the galaxy.
Yes, I
free
do, Charlie.
Amanda says,
Amanda,
Jess, do you pop
yes.
the zits on his back? And
Yes,
yes, she does.
I do.
Regularly.
I love it.
She loves doing
I love it. I don't care. I
Like,
love it.
there's a lot of blood.
all
I
of the
love that
children
part.
trapped in all of the holes. To us and to the rescued child, this Federation seems like a true utopia. But suddenly, the Federation's ship is attacked by another more advanced civilization that demands they hand over the child.
There is water and alcohol.
They claim the Federation is barely civilized, condemning them for being addicted to hierarchy and tribalism, torturing innocent
I'm spilling on myself. This is getting out of hand. Honey, can you pack a bowl? Can you pack this bowl?
plants for food.
Because I
when
guess
they can
whatever, if we're doing stuff, we're doing it, right? We already ruined our anonymity.
easily subsist on artificial food. Just as the Federation rescued the child from one type of horror, the more advanced civilization claims to be rescuing the child from another. In The Odyssey Problem, a 2022 reply to The Ones Who Walk Away, Chris Wilrich reveals the
Honey.
central insight hidden in the
Honey,
story's
why don't you
title,
take over?
The Odyssey. You see, we like to think of utopia as a destination, some perfect society we can reach if we just make the right choices. Walk away or stay, fight or flee, reform or revolt. But that's not how it works.
What are we watching?
Every society, every person is on their own odyssey towards something better. The Federation looks like a utopia to us, but to the more advanced civilization, they're still primitive. And who knows, maybe there's an even more advanced civilization out there.
Oh, is this I'm sorry. Is this more AI stuff? I don't even know what we're watching. I haven't been paying attention. You guys. What are you saying? Oh. Yeah, I do. I pop his zits, dude. I love it. I don't care. I fucking love it. Fucking love it. It's awesome. It feels like a very primitive thing. Like I'm like, you know, monkeying around, just taking care of him. I also eat the bugs out of my children's hair, so.
That looks at both of them and shakes their head at their barbarism. The point isn't to reach some perfect end state. The point is to be on the journey, to be constantly striving, learning, growing, healing, to be making things better, step by step, day by day. It's
obedient. This is actually John's shirt. I wear John's shirts to bed or like around the house when I'm bumming it. I wear his shirts. That's what I wear. So
Slumming it.
Yeah, I'm slumming it. Yeah, I don't care. Listen. I had a whole outfit on all day today. All day. The same outfit. Okay? So I did fine. I did my hair. Okay? I put on the minimal amount of makeup that I needed to get through the day.
I'm a fucking spick, dude. That's not cool.
I told you he would be so upset about
That's
it.
not
It's
cool.
so funny.
I'm like,
You're going to be tripping about it
I
forever.
have red hair, for God's sakes.
Ridiculous. Ah, is it the cat? Is it the cat? Is she?
That's Dudley. Dudley, get out. Dudley, get out.
The dog just pulled my headphones off. That's so funny.
Dudley, what
Okay.
are you doing in here?
Big B Trucker, I do not punch him when he snores, but I will shut his mouth. Like if he has his mouth open and he's snoring, I'll close it. Because, okay, I can get it. Thanks. Yeah, I and I'll nudge him because that shit's so fucking annoying. But then when I snore, he doesn't do it. He's so sweet. He lets me snore, and then he'll just tell me about it the next day. It's really, really funny.
What am I gonna do?
I would nudge you, so you should. I would expect the same nudge.
Bullshit. No.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, you guys can have your John
They
back.
prefer you anyway. Here. Wait.
Black people have red hair too, says Forrest Mommy. Oh my God, stop. Okay, seriously, I'm gonna cut you off if you keep doing this shit. Stop. Oh my God, it's embarrassing. and
I look Mexican to you.
Mexicans are like way shorter and way fatter. And they all have high-pitched voices. They're basically Oompa Loompas. Do you guys know this? I didn't know this until I moved to California. Mexicans are basically Oompa Loompas. It's a fact. Okay. All right. See y'all later. All right. Here you go.
I'll just take it. Thank you. Thank you, computer whiz.
Oh my God, you guys.
I know, it's all stained. And stuff like that. All right. Now, how else will you guys hurt my feelings today? Besides my small nips and my...
Hey, you guys, more nips for $20. That's
More
it.
nips, more tips. I'm not a Mexican, for God's sakes, okay? I'm not Hispanic. I don't even speak Spanish. I speak a little bit.
You look nothing like an Oompa Loompa, honey. Nothing.
And it's not an Oompa Loompa. It's Spanish people look completely different. I mean, like, well, Royce is white. He's a white Spanish. And I guess I could be like white Hispanic, but I'm not Hispanic at all.
He looks like a Hispanic. You know what I'm saying?
He looks like a white Hispanic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like one you'd want to interact with. love making you laugh. Goals.
It's like climbing a mountain. We struggle
Okay.
upward, thinking we can
Okay, what are you doing? Okay, there.
see the summit ahead. But when we finally reach that peak, what do we find? More mountain stretching out before us. Peaks we could
Douchey Nazi says, my boss jokes about ice coming for me. I look like a dune coon. A dune coon. A dune, like an Arab? And your name is Douchey Nazi. People have mistake me for. The thing is, my dad has blue eyes. And he's blonde. And my son has blonde hair and blue eyes. And this is just, I'm Italian. And so, like, half of my family has these dark features, and the other half has white features, like very pale features. And that's just how, like, it works. And I guess I just got unlucky. And so people are like, you're a beaner. I'm not a fucking beaner, for God's sake.
couldn't see from below.
Not that there's anything wrong with being a beaner. No, never mind.
Summit we reach reveals
Never mind.
new heights to climb.
Ahmed John says, what do you mean? John looks like he'd be a bandito right out of Clint Eastwood Eastwood Western. I'm not even offended by that, because that would be pretty cool. I could see myself as a cowboy. I could definitely see myself as a cowboy.
The 20th century German philosopher Ernst Bloch understood this deeply.
Douchey honestly says sand nigger. Yeah, I get Arab and stuff a lot too. Or I'll get like Jewish. And I'm like, why do I get these so many races? Why do I get so many races? It's because people can't really put their finger on it. Because I'm fucking white, dude. I'm white. That's why you can't put your finger on it, because I'm fucking white. And you can't, because everyone's like, oh, are you a Persian? Are you an Arab? Are you Jewish? Are you Mexican? I'm fucking white, bro. My family is white. I'm a white person. Okay? I am a white person. They don't buy it.
In his Principle of Hope, published in 1954, he articulated utopia as existing in the not yet.
Forrest Mommy says, I'm like the only blonde and everyone else is brunette. Genetics are weird, dude. Genetics are funny. Yeah, like half my family looks like me. So, but I understand that like genetics are like funny like that. But like, so one of my kids has blonde hair and blue eyes, right? And he looks as Aryan as an Aryan can be. And my other kid looks like me, right? I mean, but he's a little bit paler because of like Jess. She's a little bit fairer, and her dad is blonde hair with blue eyes. So it's like, but I mean, they're both the same type of person. They both have the same genetics, but one just kind of expressed with brown eyes and one expressed with blue eyes. So it's just weird like that. Genetics are a very funny thing. And so, yeah.
He saw utopia not as some far-off perfect future, but as a process woven into the fabric of reality itself.
Douchey Nazi says you look English. I mean, I am English, technically. Well, my father's line is English, yeah.
For Bloch, hope wasn't just wishful thinking. It was a way of seeing the world's unfinished nature, of recognizing that every moment contains within it seeds of what could be.
Dan Stott says, I'm blonde, yet I get called ginger by folks. What do you think a ginger is? What do you think a ginger is? Because I've never met any other ginger besides a white ginger. Well, no, I guess there's this thing called red bone, which is like a ginger black person. Isn't that what that is? Maybe I have that incorrect. But you guys don't see it really, but my beard is beet red. It doesn't really look like it right now, but like when I get a haircut, it is red. It is strawberry red. And yeah, that's even my son, who has like, it's more of a strawberry blonde, but I'm a red person. I'm a red person. Maybe I don't have a soul. I would understand.
He was adamant that if we are able to look at our past with the eyes to see, we may find new potentialities in our present.
So, Hog Dog says, I'm Norwegian and Bavarian, and that's pretty white. My nieces are half Norwegian. They are White Walker ghost white. Ghost white. Like ghost white.
The past has a cultural inheritance, which is...
Forrest Money says, I'm blonde, but not strawberry at all. Your last name is Fensky. So, I would think you're like... not Dutch. Fensky, I would think you're some sort of German. You kind of look like you'd be some sort of German. Maybe High German, like a Swedish kind of thing. That's what I would think you are.
Yet to be fully exhausted.
And sorry if I doxed you. I didn't mean to. But you're like famous anyway, so what's the matter?
And if we take a moment to reflect, we might realize that we are much higher and further along on the mountain than we originally thought. We live in what was...
Douchey Nazi says, are Chechens white? Yes. Yeah, so white, a lot of people don't really understand what the term Caucasian means. But Caucasian is a subgroup of humanity. There's 3 groups, or at least this used to be the thinking, which I agree with, but, Google's like, oh, that's not accurate anymore because that's racist. I don't think it's racist. There's 3 groups of people. There's Caucasians, there is Mongoloids, and there's Negroids. Those are the 3 types of people. And everybody on the planet is just a mixture of those 3 types of people. Indians are Mongoloids / Negroids, like a mix. And then like Mediterranean people are Caucasians, right? Everything east of the Caucasus Mountains, which is technically in that India area, is technically Caucasian. I am a Caucasian, and that's it. That's it. I am a Caucasian male. I look darker than most people, but I am still 100% a Caucasian male. Well, maybe not 100%. I'm not exactly sure about my specific lineage. I don't want to get a DNA test because I think that would just... There's enough information about me out there on the internet as it is. I don't want my DNA out there because they can do things with DNA that is like scary to me. And I don't want them to have it. That's just one thing I want to keep to myself. My DNA, I want to keep that to myself. Is that okay? I don't really think that's that big of a deal. I don't want to show people. I get asked my race a lot. I get asked what my race is almost every time I meet somebody new. But I still don't want to get my DNA tested because I don't think it matters that much. What matters is like what's in my meat head and like my muscles and stuff, right? My muscles are jacked and like my brain is smart. So that's what you should be concerned about. Everything else really doesn't matter. I mean, I also act like a white person and I adhere to the culture of a white person, so... Well, there you go. That's everything.
Seem like a utopia to someone
there you go.
Ago. If you're fortunate enough to be watching this video right now, you have access to things that even the wealthiest and most powerful people throughout history...
Douchey Nazi says Negroid sounds like an arcade game. Sounds like an arcade game you'd lose at.
...could never have imagined. You carry around a device equivalent to the sum of...
Forrest Money says, yeah, fuck that. They can't have it that easy. Exactly. Don't forfeit information. Don't forfeit information, right? For your own sake, don't forfeit information. They're going to want every bit of info they can get on you, and DNA is actually super valuable to them. So don't give it to them just willy-nilly. I think they might have mine already, but it is what it is.
All human knowledge in your pocket. You have machines that can peer inside your body to find and alleviate disease. We take these things for granted, but they're miraculous. They're utopian. And in these everyday miracles, we catch glimpses of even greater possibilities. What Block called anticipatory...
Hogdog says the big boomer lie is us selling out to China and them not telling us until we're ready to hear it. I don't think China's the one controlling the country. I think Israel's the one controlling our country, and China may have umbrage with that, and I understand that. China is invading Africa pretty deeply, and there's a very complex socio-political picture going on that most people don't really pay much attention to, but I don't judge them for that, because who cares? Who cares if most of Africa is being taken over by China? I don't. It doesn't affect me directly. It's not my job. So who gives a shit?
Illuminations of what could be. Like discovering a new route up the mountain. These moments of possibility often emerge from
Is somebody going to pay me to
unexpected
do another shot?
NVIDIA shares falling again today as the AI trade looks for some new equilibrium following the release of DeepSeek.
In January of 2025, while Western tech companies were building walls around their AI advances, guarding their...
Alan John says China is trying to control Canada. Well, China is also buying huge amounts of like real estate and like farmland in the United States, which I don't think they should be allowed to do. Just like Americans aren't allowed to own land in Mexico and a lot of countries, to be honest. I don't think Chinese should be allowed to own real estate or farmland in the United States, but I'm not in charge.
routes to the sun.
And it sucks I'm not in charge, because let's say back in the 60s or something like that, somebody my age would it would be completely reasonable for me to be in charge. Right. But these days, now everyone's 80, 90 years old. Right. Somebody like me being in charge would just be silly. Yeah. But wasn't it better when somebody younger was making decisions instead of fucking 85-year-old Nancy Pelosi, who's really just sleeping until she makes a fucking insider trade and then sleeping again? I'm just saying, I would be a better leader than most of the leaders we have currently.
Summit, a Chinese company called DeepSeek.
And they'd be like, yo, John, you drink too much. I'm like, okay, well then why don't you look at like, I don't know, fucking George Washington and Benjamin Franklin, and then say they drank too much. I don't drink too much. I rarely drink. But still. I'm sick of people these days being ruled by people that could be their grandparents or great-grandparents. It's never been like that in history. And that's bullshit, dude. That's bullshit.
Chose a different path.
Really?
Big B, I'm going to do another one of your weird MILF Hunter shots. MILF Hunter drink, so I'm going to go ahead and pour. I'm going to go ahead and do this. You ever seen the movie Cocktail? Bartender, you know how to make a red eye? It was a terrible movie, so I don't expect you to actually watch it. But it was it was some people.
This is the takeaway. In the AI arms race, there are before and after moments. DeepSeek created one, not unlike OpenAI's ChatGPT moment a few years ago. A breakthrough so significant, it redraws the battle lines.
They released their R1 model, a free and open source reasoning model that rivals the performance of the
Forrest Mama says my great-grandpa was a wine runner for Capone in Chicago. Really? I believe that. So the thing about like generations in the past, they all did great things because there was like a very few amount of people. There was like basically no one around. So if they did anything, they would be like an Olympic something, or they would have like a historical significance in some way or another. So yeah, I completely 100% believe that.
Flagship proprietary models from the giant US labs. But they didn't just find a new route up the mountain. They shared their map with everyone. Not only did they figure out how to train and operate their model for a fraction of what US-based labs are spending, but they publicly released all of their research and training methods. They broke the artificial scarcity at 2 levels at once. They made the knowledge free.
By the way, in like 15 minutes, we're going to go to the private, the closed room type of thing. So,
and they made the technology cheaper.
I think I'm going to play guitar for an hour straight. I think I'm going to play guitar for an hour straight. So if you want to hear that, be a subscriber to my show or Rumble Premium. I would really prefer it if you became a subscriber to my show, because then I would get that money directly. But if you subscribe to Rumble Premium, like through my show, I think they can count that, and it's like, that's something. But if you want to watch that, subscribe or do whatever you're going to do.
The irony here is palpable. A company from China, a country often criticized for blocking paths in their closed system, chose to build public...
You might not know... in case you don't understand, I play guitar beautifully. I wrote and produced all the music for our wedding.
Trails where American companies had been setting up toll booths.
I wrote and performed all the music for our wedding. Mine just wedding.
DeepSeek created abundance really where American companies had manufactured scarcity.
Dan Saw says John is drunk.
No. All of this sent the USAI industry.
Anna John says, dang, maybe I will. Do it. Do it. Absolutely do it. I promise you won't regret it.
Scrambling. But this is what hope looks like in
Big B Trucker says locals are where? Or here. On Rumble. You have to subscribe to me on Rumble. If you just buy the thing, it should be pretty easy. Then you'll get into the next part, because otherwise it's going to paywall you.
Yes. Not perfect, not clean, messy and unexpected. It's people choosing to break down artificial barriers, choosing abundance over scarcity, choosing to share rather than control. These are glimpses of a possible future, trying to break through into our present.
Big B says, did you sing Foreigner? I'm not much of a singer. I'm not much of a singer. So no.
Discovering a previously hidden trail through the mist, they show us what Block called the not yet cautious, the dawning awareness of what we could become. And this is exactly the idea that Lysella learns to internalize. She realizes that, in the end, we all have to find our own way to climb out
Big B, do it, do it, do it.
of the hole. The technology doesn't come
I don't even know why I'm drinking this drink, which is like poison to me, though. Because I'll be like...
save us.
It's only been 2 hours.
Look at this place. It's a utopia.
Big B Trucker says, I'd rather give locals money. Rumble Premium sounds... Well, you don't have to purchase Rumble Premium. All you have to do is, like, subscribe to my show specifically. That won't give you Rumble Premium. That will just... So you get $5 a month to my show. So it's not Rumble Premium. That's just $5 to my show. And then that will let you into the VIP... or whatever it's called, right? You have 2 ways. You can do the Rumble Premium, or you can pay directly to my subscriber base, which is $5 a month. And I think Rumble Premium is like $10 a month or something like that, so you save half of it.
Yeah. If we had all this.
Arden Shire says, I bet you call on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow's Saturday. I might...
We could be better people.
It doesn't quite work like that. You gotta flip it. You get all this by becoming.
Look, I still have like all of this, and then I have 2 more of those Tito's. So It's gonna get interesting, y'all.
Better people. Trust me, your planet is not ready for a
Douchey Nazi says, I hate D&D. Why? I have a bard character. I like D&D.
core. Based on what you told me, they probably blow each other to bits. But once they learn to work together, to really live with each other and develop a genuine investment.
On the John says, but you hit the Rumble, the button that says Rumble Premium. Let me look. Yep, I do. It says Rumble Premium. But if you're subscribed to my show, you still get in.
And in each other's growth, that's when it gets good.
The technology isn't what makes a utopia. The matter synthesizer isn't what makes the Orville's future better than ours. Their willingness to share, to break the cycles of scarcity, to invest in each other's growth. That's what makes the matter synthesizer possible.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Couch Surfing says we're all confused, John. But I've been your husband for like 7 years now. And you spelled my name with an H.
In the first place. Lysella eventually decides to stay aboard.
Why?
Yeah, it's...
Why would you do that? You know exactly how my name is spelled. You fill out all types of forms with my name.
It's gonna be a big learning curve, but I got the right coach.
She finally understands that true...
Ahmed John says, John, you would be a fucking bard. Because I am a bard.
Abundance comes from learning how to climb.
When I hit join on your name, it asks if I want to subscribe to Rumble for $10 a month. Say no. Say no.
Thank you for watching until the end. It means the world to me. And a special thanks to my channel members who make all of this possible. These videos take hundreds of hours to produce, and
hundreds of hours to produce? I mean, I guess... So, not that I want you to do this, but my original Sulk videos, I did things where I, like, edited it and stuff. And if you want to go way back in my catalog, you can find them. Fuck it. Go look for them. Didn't take me hundreds of hours. It took me about a week to do each of them. And they're interesting. They're practices.
Wouldn't be able to do it without your support. But if all you can do is leave a like, that makes a huge difference in this message reaching more people. Thank you. And finally, that brings us to today's sponsor, Anthropic.
I don't want to listen to your sponsor. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play a little music. I'm going to take a piss. And then I'm going to come back and then we're going to switch over to Rumble Premium. Okay? So, if you want to join us, I will be playing some Spanish guitar. And we're going to be talking about other subjects that I have planned that you won't get to hear about. So, if you want to do that, do that. But I will be back in a second, and here you go. Hold on. Yep. Hold on. Hold on. Why is this like that? I don't even understand. There we go. That's better. What? Jeez, why is it all weirdly shaped? Alright, I have to pee. Alright. So now I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.